All right. We're doing the 5.4 FAQ. 2 dead patches. We finally got a new patch that's filled with content, surely. Okay, hi YouTube. This patch gave us, lots of things. Okay, starting with, we got a massive main story. Very, very long. Not gonna spoil it here for you, but it fucks with your brain. And obviously it's about like this whole area and Nanto and all that stuff. Okay, enjoy the story if you're a lore enjoyer. Suffer if you're not a lore enjoyer because it's long as hell. But yeah, there's the story. And then we got the Fizz dude, Nanto. Wait, no, that's not his weapon. This is his weapon. Fizz dude Nanto, okay? Not Altered, not Frost, not Volt. He looks like Altered. The male copers were thinking. Okay, he has Vault effects or something like that in the PV. Also, his weapon's name is Frost Fang. But he's a physical character, okay? Because the devs hate Fizz. So, as a physical dude, he has no hot couture. His A3 is definitely not Scar. And he also does not have a dorm. Oh yeah, the dorm also got split into 2 different categories. Okay, there's the Gestos dorm is all over here, and then Kylo dorm is all over here. And then the only thing new for dorm is Helene got a few new interactions and furniture because, you know, they didn't have to do anything for the dude. So let's go check. There is new stuff. Let's go. New Helene dorm stuff. Okay. Let's buy them all. We got one of those and we got the massage chair. Okay, that's it. Helene dorm is fully complete. Let's see. She's taking a bath. I think this is new. Okay. She's RPing and that's it. 3, 2, 1, fire. Look, brother is waving at where MC is cringe as hell and fucking waved as well. Okay. MC is like, please kill me now. Alright, so that's that. There's another one. Alright. Massage chair. Where is it? Is it in her bedroom? Is this as good as the Nola one? Nothing happened, huh? She's not even using it properly. Aren't you supposed to put your legs inside? Oh, wait. Never mind. Oh, wait. I guess that's it. Is that it? Nola is still better. Let me see if the... Nola has even settings, right? You can interact and there's different settings. You can turn it on and off. And then let me check this room again one last time. Something moved in the room. It said the same word again. What's that? Hey. Oh, I see MC up here still. And then I see that prop. See this? Why is this on the ceiling now? I don't know, man. Papa be doing some weird shit. There's also a mirror up there. Creepy, man. There's nothing to do with the bears, the Hoppa being Pepega. I have no idea, man. I want to ask them. Did they hide anything here? Just throwing all the animations on the roof? That's what they're doing. Yes. Okay. I guess that's it. And that voice line that she just said is in her page too, right? Probably is. And then since we got no dude dorm, we instead get a pool party button on the left. So we can click on this. And let's go check. So, as promised by the previous patches, where Linsis was selling swimsuits to everyone, now we have an actual pool party, which looks like this. And inside the pool party, I mean, you can swim if you want to, but the main thing is you can interact with all the characters that do have a swimsuit. And there's some unique animations here. And then, let me see. Some interesting stuff going on in the pool party. But yes, the only problem here is you only get to enjoy the pool party and enjoy the interactions if you have a swimsuit, and only this specific swimsuit. So if you don't have it, you don't get to enjoy the interactions, unfortunately. You just get to like come in here and look. You can enter without it, but you don't get to interact with the characters. Better be saving those DCs. And then most of the second interactions are not out yet on CN, so I can't show them to you. It's a half-cooked feature as usual. And then Aster is here without a swimsuit again because they hate Fizz. And Aster only has one interaction instead of two. Once again, because they hate Fizz. And her excuse is, oh shit, this time I'm not late, but I still forgot my swimsuit. Of course, because they hate Fizz. And this is the interaction. Okay. And did I show everybody? I think I showed everybody. That is it to the pool party, okay? Oh yeah. There's also a lighting switch over here, as usual, just like all dorms. And then there is a cinematic mode where you can like watch all of them. I don't know if you get to use this if you don't have the swimsuit or not. But yeah, this is pretty nice as a wallpaper, I guess. The cinematic camera goes and pans through all the characters. Yes. I wonder if we're gonna get to zoom in on Aster or no. Of course not, okay? Because they hate Fizz. Don't even get to see Aster. But that's that. And then at the bottom right, there's two more buttons. There's a picture taking button, but you know, it's not available yet. And then there's an interaction button, which is also not available yet. Okay, half-cooked feature, but you get to come in here as of 5.4, okay? Let's get out. Sussy has confirmed that cinematic camera works as a free-to-play without the outfit, okay? Okay. But yeah. Wait, why am I off of the dude? Let's play a Scar. Wait, why does it not run? Game. Lag. We're done talking about story, dude. Okay, next up, okay, let's talk about the new map. This is the big new map that we got in 5.4. It is one of these floating ones. It isn't part of the main map, and this is the main map of Kylo, right? And then if you can notice, bottom left corner of this main map, this is where we are at, but like you can't go and fly there yourself. So this is a separate map that you get to click in, separate instance. It is called Brighton. Starting off with the new world boss as usual. New world boss as usual gives you algorithm data and all the usual stuff. And then this is the cosmetic that you get. Where's the cosmetic? Look at the cosmetics real quick. It looks like, where's the cosmetic? I think it's like body. This is what it looks like. Okay, you get a pet mecha dragon. Okay, so let's look at the boss. Oh yeah, this new dude has power crypt Claudia exploration as well, since you can do this now. You can do this without a macro easily. Just double tap jetpack while holding his left click in the air. Okay, and if with a macro you can just do that. But yeah, here's the boss. We kill it. And then he stalls, and then goes to the center, and then does a transformation. Wait, no, where's her transformation, bro? Okay, there's the stall. And then he transforms into a transformer. And then he continues to transform. You can't damage him this whole time. Very annoying. And he's dead. Okay, there is supposedly 2 different transformations. I couldn't show the second one because I killed him too fast. But if you don't do enough damage, he will transform twice and stall twice. Okay, a terrible boss to farm for your weekly mats. So don't do this, dude. Yeah, that's the boss. Let's go out and check other stuff. Across the entire map, there's all of these like floating things where you can press F to grab onto. So those of you without exploration weapons, you're copium, okay? You can still run around the map with this thing. There's a lot of the floating things. And then also for like free-to-play exploration, okay, if you don't have exploration weapons like Aster and all that stuff, right? If you don't have stuff like this, there are these things all over the map as well. They are, you press F on them, you open up a portal, you get to see your destination, okay? Which is not the same place, right? And then you just walk over, you teleport over. Okay, I went from here to here. Okay, it's portals. And then right, I can teleport there. Some of them have options, okay? If I want to choose the other option, you can go elsewhere. Wait, no, this was 13. Whoops, let me go back. So like you can go back and forth and then it turns off after a while. This tells you where you're going. This beam of light. So if I want to go to 11, now I'm going up there, right? Yeah, I think it's up there. So then you walk over. See, that's down there. It's like, this is how you get up the buildings if you don't have any exploration weapon. So there's stuff like this, and then there's these gravity pull things you can use to get around. All right, so that's that. For exploration on this map, since I'm already 100%, there's a bunch of chests. There's a bunch of gold chests as well. All of the chests on this map, all 65 of them, supply pods, or the cubes, will give you, all of them will give you algorithm data, so you can level up your gear here. And then there's also all kinds of pretty interesting exploration that you can't repeat, unfortunately. There's like golfing, cleaning, power wash simulator stuff, and all kinds of crap. I'm not gonna go through them, okay? It's exploration, you figure it out yourself. And then yeah. And then for exploration rewards, the first tier of the rewards is a brand new dual wielding laser weapon for your mecha. Okay, this is really good, charges really fast, and is very meta, and possibly better than dual blades if you use the correct build. Very good mecha weapon. Okay, now let's go around and look at all the new things around the map, starting with this area. So right on this teleport, very convenient location, there's a paper crane food shop. If you don't have crew food buffs, if you're not an active crew, this is your best bet. These give you 500 attack, 12%, all elements. This is like frozen food from Kylo. And then there's some other stuff, which is not really relevant. So all 4 elemental attack foods are here. And then we go to Odin's Tavern. I don't know why there's a G. Good localization. Hopefully global gets it fixed. But Odin's Tavern is right here to the left side of the teleport. This is the official Odin's Tavern headquarters, I guess. It's a huge casino and all kinds of stuff. There's a VIP area here that you're not allowed access in until you get a VIP card. We'll talk about that later. And then inside, the main feature for this place is the dancing. Let's do the dancing real quick. Turning on background music does help with the dancing. And then male character animations are still bugged, I think. So we'll try it out, okay? Dancing works with multiple people. So if you, other people can also start the dance, and then you can dance with them. And then this is what it looks like. And start. You press start, wait 30 seconds for other people to join in. The game's dead, so there's no other people. Wait, never mind. There's Sussy. And dance started. So you use your arrow keys on the keyboard, okay? WSD doesn't work. Up, down, left, which is broken as a male animation, and then right. So you need to copy whatever Lana is doing on the pink music note. So up, and then you get a point. He does up again, and then you do up as well. This is down, that's right, down, right, left, up, okay, left, right. You just have to copy it on the blue notes. You gotta make sure you finish or you press the animation before the blue finishes, and that's how you get the point, right? During it, you can do whatever you want. It doesn't fail you. This is the hard part. You need to react pretty fast, and once you get past this part, you're guaranteed all your points, basically. The other ones are slow, right? Male characters still don't have the left animation, unfortunately. Okay, once you are done with all 20, you get rewarded 1,000 dance points. This is the cap that you can get per day. Okay? If you fail even one dance move, you end up getting like 600 or even lower. But you can fail up to 3 times before you actually fail. I have to redo this. So there's that. Over here at the dance shop, you can spend the points at this NPC. And I have already bought all the dance moves. There's a total of, I think, was it 1 red ball or 2 red ball? I already bought 1, maybe. I don't remember actually. But there is red balls in here for 1,000. So make sure you do buy this. There's 2 reds, right? Okay, there's a total of 2. Let me buy the last red and we completely rinse the shop. So there are some brand new dance moves and other characters' idle moves that you have over here. Sussy is dancing to one of them. Let me use the other one. All right, there's a lot of new emotes and animation. There's this. So these are all the dances. And then QL for this patch, I guess, you get to freeze your dance moves with the pause button and play and continue playing. And then there is also a customizable slider button over here where you can freely drag whenever you want to stop it at. For example, if I want to stop it like right here, okay, you just press save and then your character just does it. Good for taking pictures, but not all emotes can be freezed, unfortunately. So, you know, enjoy what you have, you know? Okay, so there's that. And then let's move on. Oh, the one last thing in Odin's Tavern. Wait, can you play the piano? Just in case. I didn't test this. No, you can't. Cool. So, apparently you can order drinks for 800 credits. I don't want to test out what it gives me. My credits are precious. Over here on the other room, there's this gambling tables. Okay? So these tables, you can actually sit down and play. There. This is a new card game. Wait, hold on. Let me mute the music. So, on these tables, you sit down, wait for someone to join you, and then you can press ready to play this. This card game is like basically you want to beat your opponent at least 2-1, or you need to win 2 of the 3 tiles. So start at the beginning, you pick like 5 cards, and then you pick like 2 cards that you can't show that the enemy won't see. And then you're basically trying to take over whichever side with more, you sum up the cards, right? And then you want to like win there. So you can, oh, at the beginning, you can also get rid of a card and swap, but I didn't. You should get rid of the low ones. Okay, so you can put down, I don't know, 2 cards over here. And then you can pick in like an effect card. I just got nothing because I'm unlucky. This effect card does nothing. Big numbers equals win, yes. It says biggest card on the opponent's side is a dark card that you can't see. I'm gonna lose. It's so over. I am losing. GG's. And then if the total sum is greater than the enemy, then you win. Got 19, 19, 11, and I lose. And yeah, do you lose anything here? I don't know. Do you win anything? I don't know. We go again. Did you get anything, Sussy? I don't remember. It was my bad. I was supposed to swap a card. Wow, he ran away, this dude. But yeah, you need to swap out the low point cards at the beginning if you wanted a good chance. But yeah, there is the card game. It's just for fun, okay? Unless, you know, you do offline bets and, you know, a gamble that way, which is definitely not legal, okay? Okay, moving on. We're out of the casino. What else is in this map? Oh, that is all for Odin's Tavern. Back to usual exploration stuff. There is, besides the first floor, there is also a second floor that's down here. Before you get this teleport, you go down through an elevator. So there's 2 elevators. There's one over here and then one over here. I might as well just go through the elevator. At the 10 out of 10 mini mart, there's an elevator where you go in and then you press F to go down. Okay, not an actual elevator, so no PTSD here. But once you get down here, yeah, that's the right side elevator. There's like, you can just go over here and get the teleport. I'm just gonna teleport over, okay? So down here in the mech bay, you can ride your mecha. And this is the new laser weapon that I was talking about. Maybe splice this footage in. This laser weapon, the longer you charge, the more damage you do. And then you can press the skill 1 to unleash the entire charge. Okay, so there's the laser weapon. And then down here, there is the usual, what is this thing called down here? The usual exploration submissions called Stellar Expedition. So this tab down here for Hope Fleet, you get to submit all the exploration items that you get up to 670 points to get all these rewards. Okay, there's a total of 9 pulls here. All right, less than previously, unfortunately. And then, yeah, this is the item you have to submit. So there's this area down here. And then this is the only additional exploration you get. Okay, so that usual task board with a bunch of tasks you do from the previous maps, that's not in this area. So you don't get those rewards. Instead of that, you get a brand new roguelike mecha mode, which is in this room, and you talk to this dude. So press F to start. And then it's called Mechabay Abyss. I don't know how the English is going to localize it. Okay, that's the Chinese, Mechabay Abyss. There is a leaderboard for your clear time. I don't know how these guys cleared in 6 minutes, but the leaderboard, top 5 gets an exclusive title that is permanent. And this leaderboard refreshes every month. Okay, so make sure you come here and try hard. And this is what the titles look like. What are the titles called again? We have the names already. These are the 3 titles. Rank 1 gets this yellow one. Rank 2 to 3 gets blue. Rank 4 to 5 gets this one, the last one. This one is called Apex Prime, if I remember correctly. The other ones, I don't remember. This one's Kylo Beast. And this is like Mecha Master, whatever. Whatever, man. 3 brand new animated, not animated, but like unique titles that you get from this thing. And then I'll probably click a guide specifically for this. But in here, okay, there is a total of 25 floors of rewards that you can claim. So you just need to do 1 clear, and then, you know, you get to claim all the rewards. Red balls, DCs, mecha mats. And then this is all the different buffs that you can get. This is a roguelike mode, right? So you go in, you choose buffs, and then you unlock buffs. There's also random debuffs. Okay.
习惯了过分和平的生活后，对于力量的渴望就会躁动。艾达人开始尝试捕获马拉，在听吗？
Okay, you stop yapping. Continue. Okay, you click on this button on the right to start, and then it's your typical balance relate mode, which you need to use your actual mecha to play. So if your mecha is unupgraded, then good luck to you, man. And the build that I'm running, you can copy to this. This is the pretty meta build. Okay, over here, the bottom, you can swap your mechs. So use the lasers, use the shoulder cannon, use the thing that disables shield, use black hole, and use the slow gun. Okay, these are the good ones. And then every floor, when you come back here, there's a repair mech up to 50% HP button. Okay, you can cheese this. If you have less than 50% and you didn't full heal, you get to leave whenever you want, and then you can come back and restart, and then you get your heal back. Okay, that's the healing thing. And then you get to delete a negative status every time you come back here. You get to swap a buff every time you come back here. Make sure you use these for one-time use every time you come back. They don't save. And the first option is the shop, where you get to pick whichever buff you want. And then also there is a refresh button for credits, which I'm not going to use and show because I need my credits. Okay, so I got a buff. And if I don't want the buff, I can have 1 chance to reroll it and select something else. Okay. So there's damage against different types of targets, damage for melee weapons, damage for ranged weapons, damage for main hand, offhand, all kinds of stuff. All right. Roguelike mode. Play as you wish. And then once you're ready to get out, clicking on this shows you all the buffs. Once you're ready to get out, press F. And then you start floor 1. A total of 27 floors. Okay, so once you clear a floor, sometimes you will get a debuff. Like, for example, the enemy's attacks are increased by 30%. You just have to take it. And then you get to pick a buff every floor that you clear. And then once you're done, follow the yellow arrows to go down and descend. So you descend like 2 to 3 floors, and then you ascend, and then you go back to the main floor. And that's the Mechabay roguelike mode that's new, okay? I'm not gonna show the entire thing. I'm already done with this. So, you can leave whenever you want. And then once you leave, you can talk to this guy again. And then your progress is saved. It says I already used 3 minutes and 6 seconds. And this is when I started it, right? And I'm on floor 3. And then you can continue with this button, or you can reset if you got bad buffs or whatever, and then try again. Okay, so there's this. That's it for everything new on the map. Let's go through all the shops and other stuff. So with the new area, we get a bunch of new shops, lots of interesting things being sold. Right near the teleport, we have the usual rock recycling robot. Okay, this is shared inventory, so you can sell your 140 blue rocks to this robot instead. Okay, let's go in this order. We can skip this. I mean, okay, we can go here. Show all the shops. Currency from Mecha mode and currency tab. Don't know how to get it. Probably scrapped. So, okay, first shop, Mamma Mia Pizza. Okay, this is another food shop. He sells just healing food. Pretty useless. Okay, should never buy these. Why would you need to heal and spend your credits? Not important. This is the one that's important. Over here on the map, right over here, this guy sells 4 red balls for 10k each, and then 3,000 for one. What is this thing called? 0 clusters. Okay, 3,000 for each 0 cluster, up to 100 purchase limit. This is for your space. This is your space support system. Okay, this is the one that uses the clusters. Very important if you care about the meta. Okay, to buy out this shop eventually. And then moving on to this side, there is a chocolate shop over here, which is also food. Not very important. Okay, this is your 12% attack food, all 4 options. All right, so instead of frozen food, you get chocolate. This is the same as the food being sold at the paper crane shop, pretty much. And this is not a very convenient location, so you can ignore this. Over on the other side, he sells the injections that transform you to the NPCs of this area. So if you want to mess around with other people, use these injections. At 5 minutes of transformation. And then finally, the best shop of this whole area. Buy one? No. My credits are very important. Oh, Sussy's already here. Most important shop of this region. He sells mount maintenance mats, which don't matter. There's a 40,000 wheelchair. And this is what it looks like. I'm not buying it because I'm a meta slave. And then, yeah. You're in a wheelchair. You can't maintain it for DC, unfortunately, as all free mounts. But, okay. Do something, Sussy. That's the spacebar animation. And it's your typical mount speed. It's not fast or anything. But you do get a wheelchair, which is insane. Jump with it? Maybe? Definitely not stolen from Blue Arca. Okay, that's how you jump with it. It looks so scuffed. Wait, can you do a 180 turn? Like W and then S? So it's one of the good mounts. It's not those motorcycle controls. Like those bikes, which does a wide turn. Okay, so this is similar to the cube. So there's the wheelchair. And what else is left? Final thing in this map. Final thing on this map is this area, okay? The Kylo exhibit museum place, okay? For the lore enjoyers, there's a lot of things to read in here. You will be taken to this place during the story, but if you forgot how to get there, the marker is fake news. Don't follow the marker because you can't get in from up here. The only way in is from down here through an elevator. So if you get confused, use this elevator to get into the exhibit, which is inside the building. And then there's a lot of lore bits that you can read about what's going on in Kylo, for those that care. And that's it to all the new things in the map. Let's talk about other new things. In 5.4, there is a brand new join op featuring the pirate boss Laurent that we had to deal with from the previous story. There's a join op specifically brand new for him. And then also for him, there is a brand new, where'd it go? Brand new limited time raid for Laurent. Mechanics based boss. Very, very dank mechanics. Please, will be pretty hard. Good luck to you. I will try to cook a kit. No. I will try to cook a guide video for him if we manage to clear with the free-to-plays on CN. But CN leaderboards are looking like this. 29 second clears. So on CN, there's 29 second clears with 3 DPS, 4 healers, and 1 tank. Okay, these people ignore all the mechanics, goes in, stacks all the buffs, and then one-shots the boss with triple Helene. So, you know, this is possible. It's just, I don't think Global can do that. So we'll have to see. On CN is a grand total of not even 100 teams that cleared. As of last time I checked, there's 94. And then the slowest clear is 9 minute 40. So I'm pretty sure you can clear this with pure mechanics. As you can see, there's like 5 people here. But, you know, there's 3 people here. This is maybe perfect mechanics. I have no idea. But yeah, it's doable, but pretty hard. So there's the raid. And then that's it. Let's talk about the events. So in 5.4, as usual for TOF events nowadays, all events are rerun. So the first one is you pick weapons, refresh, lock them, do whatever, and then get buffs, and then clear each floor and then survive until the last floor. Okay? If you're the last surviving player, you win and you get the most points. PvEVP event, okay? Balanced, but, you know, kind of... So, not recommended event for you to do and grind points in. This is really slow. Second one is the race. This race happens every 30 minutes, every day. 5 minutes to get in at the beginning of every 30 minutes. And then for participation, you only get 1 shard box. But as long as you're in top 300, which is like more people than top players, you're guaranteed, as long as you participate, to get 4 shards. And then 40 boxes or 40 shards gets you 1 box. And in each of these boxes, there are 3 cosmetics. There's a brand new cat scarf and then 2 stickers. Scarf looks pretty cute. So that means you need 3 of these boxes to get everything. And that is 120 shards, which means you would have to do this lots of times. Okay, 30 times to get everything. On CN, there was also like another event where you could like play arcades and do all kinds of stuff to also get these shard boxes. I don't know if Global will get that same event. It's already gone, so I can't do that anyways. Just do the race 30 times, okay? And then the third... Or just do 10 for the scarf. Who cares about the stickers? Or just do 10 for the scarf. Don't care about the stickers. This is whatever. Okay. Third one is the 2v2v2. Okay, in 4 teams, fruit collection event. Okay, make sure you match with a friend that is going to play. Lots of people AFK here. You'll have a terrible time. Okay, and then if you're choosing AFK, please match with another AFK player to not ruin someone else's day. Okay, this is not bad for points. You do get quite a lot if you do win, and there's a lot of people AFKing. But if you face a tryhard, this is like a waste of time as well. The 4th event is the one that you should farm with people you know to get maximum points. This is the Among Us survival event where there's a bunch of bots and you have to kill all of them, pick up shells. Shells give you a lot of points. And then there's a white robot that you kill for another 1,000 points. If you kill players, you also get points. But the best way to farm in this one is to stay as long as possible, pick up as much shells as possible, and you get upwards of like 6,000 points if you do play it correctly. Let's do one of these and show how it works. So there's 4 real players, including yourself, and then a bunch of bots. Make sure you don't get attacked and killed by the bot. You are indicated with the one with the green arrow. I shift to run around. Try and kill the white one for 1,000 points. There's my 1,000 points. run away. Pick up as many shells as possible. Okay, see my points going up every time. The gold shells give a lot of points. Make sure you actually do pick them up. And then, okay, that player died. When the players die, they will show up on the floor, and you can pretty much tell which one's a player. And then you don't want to kill the last player. Once there's 2 dead, don't kill the last player and stay here and farm as long as possible, right? Don't even risk killing the bots. They don't give that many points anyways. Make sure you grab all the shells. And this is when everybody starts attacking. Make sure you don't stand next to them. Don't get run over by the sharks. A gold shell gives you 300 points, something like that. Isn't it faster to restart? No, picking up the shells when there's 2 people. Farming is the best. There's a lot of shell spawn. And then with like the last 20 seconds, make sure you try and kill the other player for the last few points. Because when you do kill a player, you get points. Shift to run. And then 1 is the ability, smoke screen, which isn't really too useful. Where the shell spawns, come on. Right, the longer you survive, the more points you get as well. Every few seconds is additional points. Let's speed this up. Very nice to farm with another player. This is the amount of time it takes for a fruit event to end anyways, right? Something like that. We don't have very lucky shell spawns, unfortunately, this match. Where are the shells at? What the hell? But yeah, typically, if you do it correctly, you get like 6k, even up to 7k points. If you get all the shells. Oh no. I'll risk my life for this. Yeah, kill the other player. Scale issued. What the heck? Get back here. Never mind, didn't get the kill. Whoops. And yeah, I got like 4,000 something points for doing that. And since I'm capped, I only got 2,600, but you get the point. Okay, so that event is the best for farming. And that is it, right? Outside of events, there's the usual, you know, new content, task board stuff, right? Domain leg expedition is based off of exploration progress. Good luck on that. I don't even know if global still has this. And then that's it to all the events. Okay, now moving on to QOL. Biggest thing this patch is we got grass at Aesperia. New graphics overhaul in the entirety of Aesperia, the first map, for the eventual arrival of MMO server. And this was here because of CN got MMO server and they overhauled the map. And surely global gets MMO server as well. But yeah, lots of grass, beautiful looking place. All the trees are green now. Looks pretty nice. And then one last QOL is in the cosmetic side. Instead of usual 5, you can now attach up to 8 accessories. Okay. I don't know what happened to my rotation stuff. I think the data got lost. But you can attach up to 8 accessories to your body and phase now. And there is new slots for accessories that we don't have accessories for yet. There is earring slot on your head. There's a middle, left, and right now. And then face has anything new here? Not really. Okay, different filters. There's a neck slot now with the new scarf. The back side, left side. There is a tail slot that we don't have anything for yet. And then we have a surround that we don't have anything for yet. Okay. And then you can have like up to 5 presets for your accessories now. So that's a accessory customization QOL update. And then outside of QOL, we got the usual stuff, right? Solo FCE, we got Ozarada as the boss. 4-player FCE, we got Habaka. And then for Bygone, there's obviously new floors over here and new sequential floors. That's it to the FAQ. Lots of content in 5.4. Enjoy the story. Have fun. Patch will be dead after like another 1 or 2 weeks, as usual. Keep inhaling copium for MMO server. Bye, YouTube.